Welcome back to Peace, Love and Tarot. This reading is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And Cancer, it's your weekly reading for the week of January 13th to the 19th. So the cards this week, Cancer, we have the Get Grounded Oracle card. We have the Queen of Swords, the Three of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Ten of Wands. So I love this reading, Cancer, because it is a lot about endings and new beginnings. We're at the start of a new year, so it's a perfect time for that energy. We see, the releasing of a heavy situation that might have been burdening you for some time, whether that's an external situation or an external situation. Through having the vision and clarity, we have strong new beginnings, and we have you planting the new seeds for the new beginning, the new harvest that will be celebrated in the future. So let's just get started by reading out the Oracle card, Get Grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. You're being called to get grounded, to ensure that your luminous field is clear and your inner well is full. If you're not grounded, it is all too easy to get swept up in others' energy and mistake it for your own. Your boundaries become blurred. As you are absorbing the energies around you and struggling to define what is their stuff and what is yours. If you pulled this card, you are very likely an empath or a highly sensitive person and need time alone to fill up your well, balance your energy, and get grounded. So some of you, might be feeling a little bit more sensitive than usual this week, and some of you might be empaths. And of course, for empaths, the feeling of energy from people and places and things is just even more intensified. Especially so if, we are going through a time of change. Because in your recent past here, I'm seeing the Ten of Wands and the Queen of Swords, right? So this is you going through a period of getting clear on what is no longer serving you and releasing yourself from it. Because the Ten of Wands really is the situations that can weigh heavily on us. Too much responsibility, burdens, be it our own or those imposed on us by others. Too much work, working too hard, stress, relationships that are no longer working for us, that we've outgrown, toxic friendships, those kinds of things. It's a general reading, guys, so it could be different for all of you. You'll know what that situation is. It's a situation that can really weigh heavily on your energy field as well. And, the situations that are holding us stuck or stagnant can really cloud our vision as well. So you can see that this person here, because of this heavy burden, this metaphorical weight, can't see the path ahead. He only knows this path ahead because, it's a well-worn path from work to home, but there's no way that a person that is blinded by a situation or stuck could see, new paths opening up, new opportunities. So there's that sense that some of you might have been holding yourself back from other opportunities, from new beginnings, because of this weight, because of this situation. And that's why I love seeing the Queen of Swords here with this card, because the Queen of Swords is the total opposite. She has her head up, held high. She is, on top of this cliff, looking out with a bird's eye view. She can see, far in the distance. She's a visionary, a forward thinker. And, through having that vision, through being on that perch and having that eagle's eye view, she can clearly see what situations, need to be transformed, what situations need to be released, because she can see the big picture, right? She can see the full spectrum, whereas this person here is so weighed down in this little detail, and just in the moment of, scurrying around and trying to carry these wands, that he or she has probably lost perspective. So the Queen of Swords is here to highlight to you, whether this has already happened or, you're in this at the moment, the situations that need to be, cut free of, or boundaries established in, or transmuted in this way. And that process of kind of cleaning up your life, going through a stock take of your life, is truly transformative, guys. It is truly freeing as well. So some of you may have gone through a major completion at the end of last year, or some of you might still be completing that situation. And it's really likely, that you may need to really work on getting grounded, because these kind of situations and endings can really sort of make us feel a little bit unstable as well. The beautiful thing is, guys, that when one door closes, another door always opens. So we have the amazing Ace of Swords here and the Page of Pentacles. This is strong new beginning energy, guys. And this is about you, really recrowning yourself, getting back into a place of power, feeling victorious. It can be a mental breakthrough as well, a moment of clarity, a revelation, especially because we have the Queen of Swords in the reading as well. So some of you might be, after bringing a situation to a head, actually be able to see it for what it was now, seeing the truth, seeing that it was a necessary transition, being able to piece it all together. Yeah, that's what it can be. It can also be a brilliant new idea, a new idea of how to move forward in your life, a new idea in business as well, because we have the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles, as you might know, pages are messengers in the tarot, so they can bring us opportunities, they can bring us invitations. And with the suit of the Pentacles, this is the realm of finance, material, tangible objects. So this could be, a new idea or breakthrough in how to earn finance, finding the perfect new home after having to release one. It can be a new work offering as well. But with the pages, because it's a messenger, it's sort of like the initial seeds of that. So with the page, which is before the Knight, it could be the conversation that you have with someone you bump into that plants a seed, that gives you an idea, that gives you a mental breakthrough, that gives you that moment of clarity, that allows you to know, okay, well, now I know what path I need to follow. So it's not a fully materialized opportunity coming in. It is kind of the first inklings. So be on the lookout for this week, especially if you have those. It can just be, while you're getting your coffee at the coffee shop, something that person, the barista or the person that serves you says that might not even be related to your situation, but it just sets off that aha moment. That would be an Ace of Swords moment. And I think whatever happens, whatever that message is that is potentially coming in this week, it's going to have you going away and planting those seeds that have the potential to grow into great abundance in the near future. Because the Knight of Pentacles is a practical, methodical energy of taking, small inklings or ideas and planting the seeds to expand them. So this Knight has been out here planting these fields, reaping, sowing, preparing the land, putting plans in place, building a strong foundation, because he knows that it's going to provide for him. He knows he's going to reap the harvest later on. The thing to keep in mind about both the Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles is that they are slow-moving energies. So it's about getting the groundwork right to then reap the harvest in the next season. So it's not about this week, it's all going to come together and, it doesn't really work like that. It's all about laying the foundation, preparing the land. So ask yourself this week, what plans do you need to put in place in order to be looking back in 6 months' time at the end of 2020, halfway through the decade, at the end of the decade, to be achieving what you really want to achieve? Because as we know, the universe does provide us opportunities, but we need to take inspired action in order to seize those opportunities and make something of them. So it's a slow-moving energy, but it's all about, setting yourself up, scaffolding, so that then the harvest can come in. And I think in the future, if you do this planning and plant these metaphorical seeds, water them, nurture them, take the action that's required, you're going to find yourself celebrating in the near future. Because these people here are celebrating the harvest. They're celebrating the hard work. They're celebrating now that they were able to call in abundance, but not because it magically appeared, but because they went out there and worked the land and did what was required. It's beautiful energy here, guys. So it's all about releasing what doesn't serve, heeding the messages that might come in, planting the seeds, taking the action to then lead you to the beautiful harvest in the next season. So Cancer, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Do remember, to take some time out and get grounded, however you like to do that, whether that's going for walks in nature, spending time with friends and family, having a massage or energy healing if you're able to afford and access that, whatever it is to you that makes you feel grounded and stable. And do keep in mind, guys, it is a general reading, so it won't necessarily be for everyone, and feel free to leave me a comment. I always love to know how things are playing out in your daily life, and I'll see you back here next week for another reading.